Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Remember Me Daily Readings in Lent. And the readings for today, Monday after the third Sunday in Lent. Whenever you do anything, that is in general, do all things, that is, each thing in particular, in the name not only to the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, and further give thanks to God through him. As everything should be offered to God, so everything should be given thanks to him, since whatever you offer him is really his gift. You are a river, grateful to its origin, but only a river. You have to bear back to the ocean what was given to you from it. Observe how the Church directed in this matter by the Apostle Paul, who instituted two solemn prayers to be said, one at the beginning and one at the end of every duty, to commend it to God and to thank him for it. This thanksgiving is due to God himself, to God as the fountain of all good that flows to us, to God the Father, and just as he gives us all through the medium of Jesus Christ, so he delights that we should thank him for all by Jesus Christ. But somehow the greater part of mankind seems to pay its debts after the pattern of animals feeding greedily under the oak on the acorns that fall abundantly from it, and never thinking of looking up to admire the origin of the gifts. So few are there among them who really give thanks. This is from P. Segneri, and to end the reading for today, um, all that thou takest from me I give thee, and all that I have not given thee I owe thee. So, um, let me just give you my thoughts on it. Just to recap the opening of this reading, whenever you do anything, that is in general, do all things, that is each thing in particular, in the name not only to the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, and further, and to God the Father, and further give thanks to God through him. So I guess see how short it could be. Um, we should be doing our morning prayers or morning offerings separate from what our daily prayers. On top of that, we should have morning and evening prayers before doing actions, and there is a Fatima prayer for sufferings. These are four great examples of what we Catholics should do. It's important to, especially like since people don't really do morning and evening prayers, the morning offerings and the evening giving thanks. Um, if it's not an exercise that you practice as a Catholic, you should probably pick it up. It's a very good way to keep God in your mind the first thing you do when you wake up. And it's something that, I've been reprimanded by my priest. My priest said that a lot of people, they get up and they look at their phone the first thing, and that really shows you where their priorities are. When you wake up, if you can, the easiest thing that you can do is just say Jesus, 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 just say our Lord's name, because our Lord's name is a prayer itself. But just thank God, and try to think of God. I know it's hard because we're out of whack when we wake up, but it's difficult. But try to remember God all we can, and the more you pray and the more in grace that you are, the more we're able to remember God even in our sleep. Um, Another thing that we should do, another thing said is prayers before doing actions. This is like, if it's a chore, if it's before driving, it said you should always at least do the sign of the cross, or to ask God to make the activity fruitful, or to help you so that you can do the activity the best possible. I know it's another thing that a lot of Catholics don't do, but we definitely should be doing that. And then there's a Fatima prayer. I can't say it for the life of me right now, but it's a Fatima prayer for sufferings, where we offer our sufferings to for reparations of sin. This is most useful when you're doing things that are generally and genuinely annoying. These are things that you can do to make best. Then this is probably the prayer that you're going to do the most, because um, we get annoyed more than anything. But I wanted to add to that, another thing that we can do is We can do reparation prayers. These are short ejaculations that we can do when we hear our Lord's name being blasphemed. The one I like doing when I hear people say use the Lord's name in vain is my Jesus mercy, but you can also use like blessed be God. And yeah, there's a lot of short prayers that you can say. Just look up prayers that you could say after blasphemies or for reparation of blasphemies. But sorry guys, it is important to really spend your even the idle time thinking about God. And I wanted to go and highlight the last thing. God is the fountain of all good that flows to us. He, God, delights that we should thank Him for all by Jesus Christ. And yeah, God does delight in us being grateful to Him. And it's kind of sad that God gives us blessings. A lot of like the number one blessing that God gives us is the blessing of life that He gives us each morning. He blesses us with another day of life, another day that we could grow in grace, another day that we can learn more about Him, another day where we can make reparations, and we should give thanks to Him because, right, um, everything that God gives us is by His mercy, and so few people are there among them, right? So, like, let me go through this again because this is the end of the first set of readings. So few are there among them the people who really give thanks. And yeah, people don't really give thanks. And it's not just it's not just the atheists, but even Catholics. They don't they forget to do these things. They forget to thank God, and it's really a reminder today. It's really a reminder to, if it's an exercise that you want to start for Lent, start it now. But don't stop after Lent's over. Just keep doing it, especially morning and evening prayers. Those are the best things that you can do. Just thank God for another day of life. But it's a shorter video today. And um, I think it's the halfway point. I was looking at the calendar the other day, and I think yeah, there's 6 Sundays for Lent, so I think we're past the halfway point. So hope you guys are doing your best to keep your penance going, whatever that may be. Pray for me as I'll pray for you. And until the next episode, take care and God bless.